morning to all of you. So today we're going to see how to do serial transmission using virtual instruments or LabVIEW. That's the topic for today. Basically, we know that whenever data is transmitted serially, that will be a particular format. Okay, so we have two types of transmission, serial as well as parallel. Okay, so whenever we do a serial transmission, there are some parameters that we have to monitor. One is the baud rate. Okay, the data at which the rate at which the data is transmitted, we have a baud rate, and we have to see that there should be some kind of a start or stop bit. Okay, so either you will have a start bit or a stop bit, which is going to tell you when the data ends. Suppose there is a data stream and there should be one stop bit which will say that which is the ending of that particular data. Okay, so that information is required. Okay, now what we are going to do, basically what I mean by serial transmission using LabVIEW. Okay, so basically we are actually creating a virtual instrument. Already we have seen sufficient information about what is a virtual instrument. Okay, so basically in a virtual instrument we try to create, suppose we have an hardware, so we try to create a face for this hardware. Using software. Okay, so you define how this hardware will work by using the software. That's basically what we do in a virtual instrument. Okay, so if you have a piece of hardware such as a microprocessor board, you can make it work as a voltmeter, so programmable voltmeter or a programmable multimeter, by defining its operation by using a software. That's what we basically do. Fine. Okay, so now we are going to control this hardware via a software, but this control has to be taking place. Okay, so the linking between the software will be in a PC. You have a piece of hardware. The way in which you connect your software and hardware, okay, so this connecting cable is going to be the mode of transmission. Okay, so here we are going to use a serial transmission, and we are going to see how this is achieved by using LabVIEW. And we are going to use a piece of hardware which is nothing but a ARDUINO board. Okay, we are going to use a ARDUINO board for this purpose, and this ARDUINO board will be using it. Fine. So the ARDUINO board will be helpful for you to understand what is the operation. Okay, so we'll take a ARDUINO board, and we are going to interface with our LabVIEW. That's a entire part of the work that you're going to do it. Understood? Okay, so fine. For this we have two information to work on. First thing, you need to go into the ARDUINO. And develop a piece of firmware code. You have to develop a piece of firmware code. Okay, we have to develop a piece of firmware code. So that's the first part we have to do. The second part, we have to open LabVIEW and develop the software VI part. Okay, so this is which connects your hardware and your software. Okay. So now first we'll take up ARDUINO, and I'll first tell you what is the problem we are going to work on. We're going to work on a very simple problem. As simple as I'll take my ARDUINO board. In my ARDUINO board I have an LED. We all know pin number 13 is going to be an inbuilt LED. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, from my LabVIEW software, I'm going to have a screen. That screen is going to as simple as a switch. It's going to have a switch. Okay, and the ARDUINO board is going to have a LED. So whenever I press this switch in the software, this LED is going to glow. That's a simple operation we are going to do. Okay, so it is a one side command. So whenever you switch on this switch from your software in your LabVIEW front panel, this particular LED from your Arduino is going to glow. So it is a communication between the software and the hardware, and this communication is going to take place serially. That is the beauty of it. Okay, that's what we are going to do. We are going to communicate between your software and your hardware. Okay, so how we are going to do is the real part. Fine. Okay.